Hey guys, welcome back to Rod Smoking Stuff. Today we're going to be smoking a beef belly on the pellet grill, and we're going to make this into some beef belly burned ends. Stick around and I'll show you how we make the best beef belly burned ends. Alright, so I had to order this in the mail from this company here if you want to order one, because none of my local butchers had one. I looked all over. This is 5.8 pounds, so basically 6 pounds of beef belly, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing seasoned up. Alright, so this fat right here is a little bit thick on this side. This side's not, but I'm going to trim this down so it's a little bit more even all the way across. It doesn't usually require a lot of trimming, but I'm going to take a little bit off of here. Because this corner is really thick, and I just want it to be about like you would a brisket. I think about 1/4 inch is what I usually do. So about like that. Okay. And that's all we're going to do there. This side, there's this hard fat right here. It's not going to render real good, so I'm going to trim that off. I'm not going to get down in there. I'm just going to cut it so it's even. Just like that. Now this is a choice grade beef belly. I've done choice and I've done prime. I prefer the choice on a beef belly simply because it's already got so much fat in it. You're just kind of throwing money away to do the prime, in my opinion. Then the other thing we're going to do is we're just going to round these corners so that keeps them from burning. That's all we're doing there. Just reducing the burn pieces. If you have any loose pieces hanging off, it's a good idea to trim those off like this here, because those will burn. Just gonna round it like that, and that's it. That's all this is going to be to get it ready to season. So I'm going to get rid of this fat. The next thing we're going to do, the old W sauce. I'm going to put some of that on there for a little bit of a binder, plus it will add a little bit of flavor there. I like W sauce on my beef. Do this side. Oh, a little slick. Flip it over. This side. Of course, you can season yours how you like. This is how I like. First thing I'm going to do, hardcore carnivore. Now I think people are missing out by not using this on beef. If you've never seen one of my brisket videos where I use this, try it. It makes amazing bark. It does have salt in it, so I don't typically add salt when I use this, because I find that what's in it's enough. We're going to go ahead and get all sides and the back of this hardcore carnivore. Like I say, if you've never tried it, give it a shot. I tried the whole seasoning salt thing, and I don't know if they're just giving a story or what on that in Texas, but this is better, hands down, guys. So I think Texas is missing the boat with seasoning salt. They ought to be using this. You'll see what the bark looks like on this when we're done. It's amazing. Okay, good coating of that on there. Next thing we're going to do, because you got to have black pepper on beef, some of this 16 mesh black pepper, of course. Put a decent layer of that on there because I'm a fan of black pepper. You can put as much or little as you like. Sprinkle it up high. It's easier to get a nice even coat. I'm going to do this side. There we go. That's good on the pepper. Then I'm going to come in with some of this Montreal steak seasoning. I'm just going to put this on the top side. I don't usually worry about putting it on the bottom side. I like it because it has a lot of different peppers and garlic and all that kind of good stuff in it. So we're going to put a light coating of this on there. Just like so. And we're going to let that sit so that the moisture will pull, or the salt will pull the moisture out, make the rub stick, all that good stuff. And then we'll be back to put this on the smoker. Alright guys, so this has been sitting for about 15-20 minutes. Rub's all set on there. We're going to be cooking this. I flipped this over from the table and I did put some of that Montreal steak seasoning on the top because I'm going to cook it that side up. So I ended up putting the seasoning on both sides. Probably not bad. It's not going to hurt anything. Anyway, I'm going to get this on the smoker. We're running at 250 degrees today. I'm putting it right here on the top rack. I'm going to put my temp probe in the center. I'm going to actually move this way so we're even cooking. I'm going to put my temp probe right here in the center of this meat. And we're going to monitor this. When this gets to about 170, 180, we'll check it and see where our bark's at. If our bark looks good, then we'll wrap it up. If it doesn't look good, we'll wait. So stick around. Alright guys, we've been on here about 2.5 hours. We're going to check her out. Oh yeah, that's looking good. We're getting some nice bark on there. Oh, look at that juice coming out. Rendering some serious fat here. We're just going to keep this thing rolling. I think I'm going to turn it around because this side's not rendered as well. And the heat's hitting it on this side. Alright, we're going to let her cook probably another hour or so, then we'll wrap it up. Alright guys, thing's at 180. This fat's pretty rendered. We're going to get it off here and cube it up. Alright, so we're just going to cut this into about 1-inch cubes. It's looking pretty good, but I'd like this fat to render just a little more. So we're going to put it in the pan, let it render down after we cut it up. I gotta go wash my hands and then I'll come back softly. Alright, so we want these to render and get a little more tender. So with like 180, we probably want to be in like 201. So I'm gonna put a couple scoops of this Wagyu tallow in there because Wagyu tallow helps all beef taste better in my opinion. Got some barbecue sauce. Just like that. Okay. And we're just going to cover these with foil. Back on the smoker. Alright guys, we're going to check on our burned ends. Some beef belly burned ends here. See what we got. Smoker quit on me. Probably ran out of pellets. still be a little more tender though. Not as tender as I'd like. So I'm gonna let them smoke a little longer. Yeah, let them cook in that foil a little longer. We'll see how it goes. Hey guys, I'm not sure what happened on this one, but somehow we lost the footage of me eating them, but they turned out really good. The bark on them was really amazing, and they tasted so good. You've got to try this. They were so tender and good. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up and a like.